Hi, everybody. I'm Desmond, the Technical Director for Joe Green Marketing. We are basically focusing on precast wall panel. Let me give you a quick introduction of what we do or who we are. JOE, basically in short, is just one earth. We are a zero waste manufacturer focusing on architectural wall panel and associate finishing products such as wall panel joint adhesive, thermoplaster, acoustic screed, and so on. Particularly, we also have another entity doing lightweight waste glass recycling and making waste glass into lightweight aggregate. So basically, our business, as mentioned, we are certified industrial leader rated manufacturer by IGBC for various model of architectural wall product. Our wall panel have lightweight, extra lightweight, ultra lightweight, and be tested for severe duty performance. And this wall panel can be customized for project requirement. Panel weight range from standard 135 kg per meter square down to the lightest 40 kg per meter square. Using our own Ligra lightweight green aggregate as a natural aggregate replacement. So this you can see, this is our new factory for waste glass treatment, converting waste glass to lightweight aggregate in Malaysia, Johor. And typically this is a process of a precast wall panel installation. What you see just now is probably just our factory and the aggregate plant. But the challenge today, we are looking at two main segments. Basically, is the distribution methodology of unloading the wall panel to the work area and also the installation of the wall panel at the project site at various type of construction, particularly public and residential, private residential, industrial, and commercial. The common problem currently at the project site is basically storage. And we have faced a lot of low efficiency, particularly having the workers to do haulage of this material piece by piece, or maybe by bundle using crane or through the material hoist to the work area. So again, various contractors or installers, they have a various type and style of their own equipment, like cell-made trolley, pallet jack, and maybe some of them have a higher investment into motorized trolley. That channel into a different mode and unproductive bringing of material to the work area, especially with the impact of high costs and construction timing. That is one main sector that we want to put a challenge that is there any robotic transportation machine can take over this role and upscale the worker doing unskilled work, diverting from unskilled work to higher scale and probably divert the worker into doing installation rather than moving the material. So what we can see is from 3 to 5 workers, probably with a robotic equipment can eliminate to maybe 1 worker instead. Typically, you can see storage space and convention method of using single wheel trolley, double wheel trolley, having worker to ship piece by piece of panel into material hoist, living up to the upper floor at the apartment if they're not using the 3D module or the traditional way of construction. And probably you also have to many double handling of putting the panel along the tight corridor or between the unit. And if you by bundle shifting the wall panel from the ground using craneage up to the floor bundle by bundle, that will also occupy quite substantial working space. So this is a quick illustration of double handling with a panel and the worker having to have 2 to 3 workers to shift the panel to certain position and then subsequently put into the installation position. Yeah. So what you can see here is also manual installation can be efficient with correct equipment and tools. Joe Green have probably bring in a panel installation machine since 2015, which is like 10 years ago. And over the years, we have been seeking for innovation and mechanization to help minimize manpower. As what you can see in the video, is in our factory, we use motorized trolley to transport wall panel from the production floor. And on the construction side, typically right now you're using forklift with lifting gear attachment to do wall panel lifting and installation. Okay, and there are many ways of contractor using different methodology and lifting gear, proprietary design by individual. So over here, we can see that I only illustrate the potential concept of equipment able to assist on the installation of wall panel. First thing maybe I'll share on wall panel installation manipulator, which is, I believe, is a simple mechanical equipment, maybe also low cost, easy to erect and use in a tight area, especially between the bedroom. Easily. Yeah. Can't see it. How come? I think it cannot be shown on the link.
You may have to share screen to the browser where it's opening.
I think this presentation not able to share the link, but I think you can access this by the BEAMP platform. Particularly, I want to show is a manipulator using hydraulic arm, which can be mobile and pinned to the floor and ceiling, and using the hydraulic arm to pick up the wall panel for installation. Here you can see the various type of wall panel installation equipment. Either you be using electrical stacker or even some robotic hydraulic equipment available in the market currently. They are usually manual control or remote control. And we even explore pneumatic suction attachment for using in industrial project for installation of wall panel. And what we are looking at is a solution from innovative provider that they can consider robotic transporter to assist in distributing of the wall panel from the unloading staging ground, transferring the wall panel either through material hoist by bundle, and then autonomously and retransfer to the work area as per assign or program. You can see if it's lift by crane, you will need about maybe 4 to 5 workers to pull in the bundle, weighing about 1.5 ton per bundle into the unit, and then further distribute to the various apartment between the construction floor. On the right, you can see the potential of using robotic transporter, which is able to pick up the bundle at the storage area, bring it to the material hoist, and probably another robot between the material hoist can bring in the wall panels, or even cement or brick or tiles material into the material hoist and bring it up to the respective work area required. That will probably be very efficient to cut down the unskilled labor force by maybe 30 to 50%. Yeah. So the next would be on the installation robotic equipment or manipulator with suitable size robot machine workable between the small apartment room, particularly a bedroom of like HDB, maybe about 3 meter by 3 meter. And that would greatly able to reduce manpower by maybe 30 to 50%. Traditionally, installation team will require about maybe 3 to 5% for private residential. Public housing, which have a lower ceiling height, probably you need only about two workers per team for the wall panel installation. But of course, with the robotic installation machine, with various suitable size, maybe can handle 3 meter, 6 meter, or even up to 12 meter. It will be suitable to work with tight corners and between such apartment. Of course, the limitation of the robotic depend on how innovation and technology available. We believe with current IoT and AI application, the robot can be autonomous to a certain extent with minimum human intervention. That means worker probably have no contact during the lifting operation and merely need to do the anchorage and the application of cement mortar and adhesive. So with this robotic solution, we believe the productivity can easily improve 30 to 50%. So these are just an example of available robot probably being deployed in Singapore already. No doubt there are certain limitations between the equipment quantity and the ability to handle between a smaller and tight corner, and particularly the last panel where the robotic clamp needs certain improvement and redesign. And of course, the ability to be self-running or autonomous mode require a lot of fine-tuning and design aspect, looking into that. And we also see that there's a readiness of integration of software and design, ability to do shop drawing using AI, and cutting down the time for doing conversion between studying of structural drawing, architecture drawing, M&E drawing. And it can help to develop shop drawing within hours. And at the end of the day, it also can produce cutting list to make production order for the wall panel. So what we can end up this challenge statement is that the transporter robot probably will be able to handle up to 2 tons, and that will be ideal for also to handle cement, tiles, material, and others to assist in transportation or material through the material hoist up to the working level. Panel installation robot can be have a capacity size of maybe 350 to maybe 600 kg. For typically below 3 meter for residential, I believe whether is it Joe Green panel or other kind of panel, the workload capacity is able to handle. Be it solid or even hollow core, with a capacity of up to 600 kg, it can handle up to 6 meter. For solid, it can handle up to 4.5 meter. This is a good choice of equipment suitable for the mass market plus maybe the industrial application or commercial application. Of course, the larger equipment can be available, but it depends on the project size requirement. So whether this equipment can be autonomous or be remote control, it is an option depending on the site constraint and requirement. And we are looking at how the robot can be fully functionable, including able to handle a drop in the floor above the certain height of a curb, and eventually the last ending piece is also able to handle with minimum gap for infill. So what we can offer in this innovation challenge is that we can work together with innovators to deploy their prototype or even their equipment, fine-tuning the equipment to the optimum performance. and put it on trial at various of the project site to let the contractor or the installer to familiarize and to get feedback on those efficiency and the functionality. So on the operation consideration, we will be looking at material hoist for limitation to handle such robot, because the robot will have to maneuver between various floor for high-rise apartment. And the benefit of using robotic is probably we can look at the operational time during the construction to allow the usage of the resources of the material hoist for other activity, and maybe doing the material haulage during the off hour in the night. Yeah. And the design and improvement of the clamp and safety feature to enable the installation for higher panel or even a double tier or triple tier. And with the ability of this AI and design software, I believe the autonomous robot can even work out on the setting up or maybe even digital mapping of various dimension of panel for positioning. And probably we also help to enable the autonomous on positioning, pickup, and the installation during this review and the design stage. Yeah. So outcome, I will summarize that the robot will be able to assist in efficiency, lowering down the construction time and cost. So the contractor will have less reliance on foreign labor and foreign worker quota and levy. And we can also upskill the employee and improve the work environment and welfare for the workers. So I think that's all for my challenge statement, and we see if there's any innovators able to join effort with us to look into this solution. Thank you.
Thank you, Desmond. We do have a couple of questions from the floor. So first, Andy has asked, how do you currently confirm that a panel is installed correctly?
Okay, so of course the panel will have some tolerance, even the site structural will have some tolerance. So what we see at the current ability and function of the robot, okay, I think just now the question is about how to ensure the proper alignment of the wall panel.
Yes.
So the essential is the recognition of the first initial panel. So just now I did mention about the possibility of digital mapping. At the moment right now, I've not seen a very efficient methodology yet, but I believe there's a few ways to do it. Either we have to put in some barcode, QR code at a position for the robot to recognize, or we have to probably program the robot to pick up the first piece. Currently, you probably have to still use the manual alignment setting out. And once the first piece has been installed, the robot, either by the camera recognition or by sensor recognition, they can get the alignment. Similar robot for like wall tile laying or floor tile laying already can achieve that kind of flatness and alignment. So for the wall panel, the tolerance for flatness and alignment is actually pretty big, because we subsequently you still have to do some finishing like skim coat for like maybe even up to 3 to 5 mm. Yeah. So alignment aspect, we do allow for some tolerance, even though BCA for precast installation, they have acceptable tolerance for that level. Yeah, because particularly if you can install as per precision as possible, that would be the best. Yeah.
All right. That is pretty comprehensive. We have another question from Vincent. Is the manipulator module able to move around in uneven construction floors and move around obstacles in tight spaces? I'm guessing this question is about the desired solution rather than the current one.
Correct. From what I understanding from the available equipment currently, the robot is able to climb at inclination up to 10 degree. And the clearance of this obstacle, I think above 50 mm is not a problem. So the challenge is whether the floor is even enough or is they very undulating. I think for robotic adoption, we need some improvement of the site preparation to enable the robot to have a smooth operation. I say the debris, the cleanliness between the unit, definitely you need a certain criteria to enable the robot to function smoothly. Yeah.
Okay. So obviously the solution provider will suggest what constraints their particular solution has, but do you already envision certain changes coming into construction sites that you are observing in terms of the preparation that you just mentioned?
I believe with a suitable size robot, because it's sad to say that just now I want to show a video which cannot be posted, but maybe through the platform they can see it. That robot is quite compact size, and to me, I think it is quite uh, powerful in a certain sense, but it needs some improvement to tweak around the cramp and ability to handle for tight corner and maybe even a last panel. Yeah. So with that, I think some improvement and design and understanding of the site constraint, I think using robot between a tight corner is possible. It's possible. But if you will compare to current labor efficiency, maybe uh, not there, but objective in full optimization, definitely the benefit will be there.
All right. So I think we have one last question from Andy again. On average, how long does it take to install one panel currently?
Okay. Currently, what we can say is if you are able to see the video, single panel with two workers for public housing or even maybe private housing, 2 to 3 workers with a trolley, simple trolley, 5 minutes the most, one panel.
Okay.
Yeah. But with robot, I think similar trial and current practice at some of the project site, uh, probably about 4 to 5 minutes. Easily you can achieve that. The picking up the panel and putting it in the position won't take very long.
Okay. And is the machine, is the intended solution made to handle a specific brand of panel, or all the panels, do they follow a standard sizing?
Okay, as what I mentioned earlier, be it Joe Green panel or other brand of panel, wall panel in the market are standard 600 mm width. The wall thickness are also typically similar, except that of course the load capacity and density of the material are slightly different. Joe Green have various type of density panel, as I mentioned earlier on, because Joe Green have concrete and lightweight concrete and ultra lightweight concrete. So whether is it concrete panel or aerated wall panel, the heaviest panel in the market, Joe Green, our brand, we have the standard panel which is using grade 40 concrete. That is the heaviest. And so as I mentioned earlier, if the capacity of the wall panel robot can handle anything below 300 kg, it already can handle the panel for the mass market. And of course, if you have a bigger capacity of what I understand, like Joe Robot in the market available, you can handle up to 600 kg. So for such robot to handle all kind of brand of wall panel in the market is not an issue. It is very available in Singapore. The only challenge is maybe the cramping, the safety feature, and the autonomous setup and all that can be improved, and I believe the efficiency optimization can be improved. Yeah.
Yeah.
And particularly what I see the main challenge is transportation and getting the material ready for installation.
Okay. And we're currently focused on construction only in Singapore, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right. I think
Of course, not to eliminate that Joe Green have present in Malaysia and Indonesia. So particularly, we also have a factory in Indonesia. Potentially, this robot innovation solution, we can even bring it up into the region. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much,